All right, it is Wes Jordan in for Tony Tone this morning on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. You've seen her on Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night SmackDown on the USA Network. She is the daughter of 16-time world champion Ric Flair and the current WWE Divas champion. On the phone with us right now, Charlotte from the WWE. Hello, Charlotte. How are you today?
Hi, Wes. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we got a couple of questions. I'm going to make them real easy for you.
Okay.
We want to know a little bit about Charlotte's background. Where does Charlotte come from?
Okay. Charlotte was born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Real creative with the name.
Yeah.
I grew up playing sports. I pretty much played everything. I went on a full ride to App State for volleyball. Then I transferred to North Carolina State, where I graduated for interpersonal and public communications. And then now I'm the Divas champion.
And what's that like? Do you carry the belt? Do you have the belt with you right now?
It's actually at my apartment, but when I'm on the road, Friday through pretty much Wednesday morning, it's on me at all times.
That's very cool.
I think my friends would kind of get annoyed if I had it with me.
That'd be cool. You go out to dinner with your friends, and you've got this gigantic belt over your shoulder. How much does that thing weigh?
Exactly. I think it's almost 25 pounds. Well, like 20 pounds.
Holy
To be honest. Actually, I didn't realize how heavy it was. Because it's kind of bad luck to touch the belt before you win it.
Okay.
So when I beat Nikki at Night of Champions and the ref handed it to me, I actually dropped it.
You didn't break it or anything, did you?
What'd you say?
You didn't break it or anything, did you?
No. It's pretty durable.
That's cool. Now let's talk about some of your matches. WrestleMania is coming up on April 3rd on the WWE Network, and as of Monday night, you don't have an opponent yet.
I know.
How cool is that?
Well, there's another number one contender match tonight on SmackDown on USA. So
and
I guess we'll just have to wait and see who wants it more. Becky or Sasha.
That kind of brings me to my next question. Of the two, who would you rather face as far as athleticism?
I guess we'll just have to see who wants more.
Now, a couple more questions. How do you prepare for a match? I mean, let's face it. You're going into your first WrestleMania. How would you prepare for that?
No pressure or anything.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Really, you just have to visualize the moment. Obviously, I've never been on the card at WrestleMania, and it's the grandest stage of them all. So I just, every day, whether I'm working out or flying to a different city, I really just try to picture myself there. Because even thinking, that I'm going to be wrestling at WrestleMania, it's surreal. I mean, I've only been doing this a little over 3.5 years. But also to think that I could be facing one of the 4 horsewomen who, I pretty much, I want to say grew up with in the wrestling world at NXT. It's crazy. Just to think last year I was at NXT in San Jose wrestling Banks. So that's really all you can do. When that day comes, I guess you'll just see whether you prepared or not.
Now, and that brings up another interesting question. Growing up, who were some of your wrestling heroes, your wrestling icon? Obviously, your dad has got to be one of them.
Oh, yeah, my dad. Sting, Macho Man, Arn Anderson, Dean Malenko, Ricky Steamboat, Dusty Rhodes, probably were my favorites.
Any lady wrestlers that you kind of looked up to?
Well, since I didn't grow up wanting to be a wrestler, I don't think I necessarily had a favorite. I know I idolized Stephanie McMahon, but, probably Trish Stratus. She came from a fitness background, and she just had so much attitude and oozed confidence. Yeah, those two.
Very cool. And is there any advice that you'd like to give maybe some of the female listeners in our audience that want to pursue a career as a professional wrestler? Is there any advice you have for them?
Well, I would say go to school first, get an education. Wrestling will always be here. But if it's something that, you want to do and you're passionate about it, it's a lot of hard work. You're away from your family. find a local school, get on the independent scene. You can go to WWE tryouts at the NXT Performance Center and keep trying. And if you don't necessarily get picked at the first tryout, take the feedback, work on it, and continue. I was late to the game, obviously. I had gone to college, was a personal trainer, and then I didn't start till I was 27. So it's never too late. And the most important thing is be true to who you are. Mm-hmm. And that's the most special thing is no one else can be you. So when you do start, don't change to think you have to fit a specific mold, because there is none. There is no standard. It's who you are, and just work hard, and that'll show.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you, Charlotte, so much for hanging out with us. And real quick, WWE Road to WrestleMania coming through the U.S. Sailor Center in Cedar Rapids. And here's the cool part: I have a pair of tickets to give away. So let's take a caller, and I'm going to give these away. Charlotte, pick number 1 through 5.
4.
Number 4. Caller number 4, we're going to set you up with tickets to see Charlotte and some of the other WWE. I played WWE All-Stars last night on my PlayStation, so that's stuck in my
head. Oh, nice.
But some of the other WWE superstars this Saturday at the U.S. Cellular Center.
And I'll be defending my Divas Championship against Becky Lynch.
Very cool. Are you pumped up? Are you psyched for that match?
Oh, absolutely.
Real quick,
last kicks my butt, but it'll be good.
Who would you say is your toughest competitor? If you had to pick one diva that you were like, man, she took me to the limit, who would it be? Real quick.
They're all so different. As of right now, I think Becky was my toughest, just because she was my BFF. We were in PCB together, and she knows everything about me. So Becky Lynch.
Very cool. All right, Charlotte, thank you so much for talking with us for just a little bit this morning on the MPW Digital Hotline. It's West Jordan and Charlotte on Vintage Sound 93.1 FM.